Hi everyone. My hair is just not good today. I don't like it, but whatever. It's been too long and I really need to make this video. Okay, so I'm sorry in advance that it's took me months and months and months and months to make another video, but honestly I've just had such a stressful summer. If you can't tell, I've moved rooms and I'm going to be moving rooms again in like a week. I've been working, I've been taking classes, and it's just, I've had a lot of stress lately, and honestly, like, I lacked a lot of motivation to make videos. I didn't know what to make them on, but now I think enough has happened in my life that I have enough to make a video on, and yeah, so here I am. Another thing is, like, you wouldn't know it based on these videos, but I've been heavily involved in theatrics for like years, but there's just something about talking to a camera that's really awkward and I'm just not used to vlogging. So it's really hard for me to watch myself when I'm editing doing this because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So bear with me. You guys are obviously very forgiving. My video, my coming out video has close to 2,000 views, which is like weird. It hasn't even been a year since that's been up, so I'm really happy with that, and I want to thank you all for your support. You guys have been so supportive, and I've gotten so many comments and so many people just wanting to talk with me and share their stories, so please keep doing that. I really love reading them. Sometimes I take a while to reply, and I'm sorry about that too. I actually had someone in the comments offered me a free Quran, and I got that. They sent me this Quran for free, so thank you very much for that. I've been reading it. It's very interesting. I'm always open to, I'm really interested in studying religions, so if any of you have any religious texts or anything you want to share with me, I definitely take a look at it. I'm working on getting a Book of Mormon. It hasn't come yet, but I want a copy of the Book of Mormon as well. I really appreciate the respect. I've gotten hardly any, like, I haven't gotten any threatening comments or anything, which I was not expecting. I was expecting more backlash, I guess. But even the religious people have been really respectful, so I definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. One of the big changes that has happened to me is I finally had the courage to join a secular group. The one that I joined is the CFI, Center for Inquiry, here in Canada. The president of this group actually watched my videos and told me I need to make another one, so that's kind of why I'm here right now. That's kind of my main motivation to be here right now, and it's really inspired a lot of change in my life. It's kind of scary, but I'm really excited about it. So I went to a few events. There was a Richard Carrier talk here recently, which was awesome. I got Richard Carrier's book, and he signed it for me, which is awesome. And I was really happy, and just to be able to talk. This is weird, but it's the adults that I grew up with were all like church people, and that's the people I'm used to. Like, yeah, the little old church ladies. That's what I'm used to. That's who all my parents' friends were. That's who most of my friends' parents were. But to be able to meet with a group of adults who are just so chill, and they swear and they make dirty jokes. It was so weird, but it was awesome. I was just so excited to be there. And I just felt like I really fit in. I know I'm technically an adult. I'm 19, but I still feel like I'm still a teenager, right? So it's really nice to have some older people in my life that are just so relaxed about everything, and that I can be myself around. And it's actually, with the help of the CFI, I've been able to start a secular student alliance here at my university. There wasn't any. I was searching and searching because there's multiple religious groups, and you always see, especially the Muslim group, group here is very prominent, which is fine. There's a lot of immigrants here, and that's totally fine. But there needs to be equality between religious and non-religious groups. So I was really surprised that there wasn't one to begin with, and I wanted to start one, but I didn't have the courage to, first of all, and I didn't feel like I had the resources to either, because I've never started a group like this. I don't really know what I'm doing, but now I have lots of support, and I really, really appreciate that. It's just so exciting for me to be able to start this, even if it's just, I hope it's a big group. I hope we can reach a lot of students here, and I hope more people join, but even if it's just a small group of like 20 to 30 people, I'd still be really, really happy with that. Having other students my age that I can relate to and that we can have discussions with, because I never had that when I lived at home, and I haven't had that until now, and now that it's actually all happening, it's so exciting for me. So if any of you know anything about starting a secular student alliance, have any advice for different events, please let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate the help. We're going to have a kind of a movie night, and then discussion is kind of an icebreaker, so hopefully we'll get a fair amount of people for that. I'm hoping for around 20. Yeah, so if you have any advice for me, let me know. I'm really new to this. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm excited about it, and I'm really passionate about this kind of thing, as you can tell. So yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is if you're passionate about it, your drive will make things happen, for lack of a better term. Kind of the main thing that I've always wanted to talk about is, now that I've actually made the step in joining a group and then creating a group at the university, I really feel like I'm living a double life right now. My parents miss me, obviously. They live on a farm about an hour away from where I go to university, and they want me to come home, and I do want to come home because I really do love the farm, but it's just like, when I get there, I'm not myself anymore. Like, I've evolved so much as a person here. I've changed so much, and it's a good change. I'm really happy with who I've become, but I'm not the person I am around my parents, which is so weird. I've been used to, when I was at home, like, my parents are good parents. I don't want to say they're bad parents, but I can't trust them, obviously, with a lot of things. I don't know how they would react, and when I was at home, I was used to hiding so much of what I felt, and like predominantly my faith in God. I was used to just hiding all that, and I had to pray in church, pray at the supper table, teach Sunday school. That's really hard, to teach Sunday school and vacation Bible school as an atheist, but I did it. And then when I come here, I think because I could, I just completely did the opposite. Now to my friends and even people that I don't know that well, I'm a really, really open person. All my friends know, everyone here, everyone who knows me probably knows that I'm an atheist, and I'm very strident about it. And just like details like that, I'm very, very open about now. Like, I'll tell anyone. And then when I get home, I have to hide all that again, and it's really hard. Just being around my parents and my sister, it's really hard. So it's been really, really stressful, just being two different people, and I just feel so awkward and uncomfortable around them. I've gained a lot of confidence coming to university. And then when I go back home, it's just all gone. And like I said, like, I love the farm. I love my animals, I love my pets there, but it's just different when I go home. It really hit me. This weekend I went to a friend's house, and this is a friend that I'm out, like, he knows that I'm an atheist, and his farm is not too far from mine, and obviously, like, I didn't tell my family that I went there, and I didn't, it was so embarrassing, because I actually cried on the way back home, and I couldn't explain why, but it was just, I didn't realize how homesick I was. How much I missed being on the farm and just going outside and petting a dog, a farm dog, laying in the grass in the sun, just walking around a field on a dirt road. I didn't realize how much I missed that. And when I was there, I was able to still be myself, right? I didn't have to hide anything from my friend, because my friend already knows. But when I go home, I don't feel like that at all. When I go home, I just feel, I feel trapped and not myself. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm just not myself, and I feel really awkward and really uncomfortable. I don't know if my parents can see that. I'm still a little bit of a farm girl. I grew up in the city, but I spent my teenage years on a farm, and I really miss my animals, and I'm really torn, because here, the dorm, it feels like my home in a way, but it's not as comforting as that, the wide open space of a farm where I can just go for a walk by myself and just sit down and lay in the dirt and pet a dog and go see kittens and horses and my sheep. I'm torn between that and here, where I'm completely comfortable with who I am now. I'm an English major. I'm in the English honors program here. So I'm a writer. I'm definitely a writer. When I'm stressed out, when I'm feeling worried about something, I'll rant, I'll write. Poetry is kind of how I get my feelings out. I just write. I love symbolism, so I just write poetry, and I've been writing poetry like a crazy woman. I want, as much as I want to just call her and just have that conversation and say, Mom, I am an atheist now. I don't believe in God. And just tell her everything. That's a really, really hard thing to do. Being the first child, as most first children are, I'm very much eager to please authority. So I'm always looking to make my parents happy, and like, who doesn't want to make their parents proud? Everybody does. And I just feel like if they knew that, they'd never be proud of me again. No matter what accomplishments I made, I could get my PhD, I just feel like they wouldn't be fully proud of me if I ever told them that. And that's probably the biggest thing for me, and that they'd continue worshipping a God that would send me to hell. I don't know if I would get disowned. I like to think I wouldn't, but I don't know. With starting this Secular Student Alliance, it's a lot more likely that my parents are gonna find out. But it's at the point where I'm really tired of hiding it from them. I'm really tired of being two people, different person when I'm in front of them. So it's just a matter of time before they find out anyway. I just don't know if it's best for me to straight up tell them one day, sit them down and say, okay, this is how I feel now. Or to just let them slowly find out on their own. I have so many fears, and I don't know what to do. I've really broken my own, this image everyone else had of me, of being this little church mouse, which I used to be. But just it's totally different when it's your family. You'd think of all people, your family would be the most accepting of you. Your parents that actually created you would be the most accepting of you. But I came out to all my friends quite easily. It's my parents that's gonna be the hardest. Anyway, I think that's all I want to talk about in this video. Thank you again to the Center for Inquiry for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. It's my dream to be able to start a group like this and help other people like me and connect with other people like me. It's really, really nice to know that I'm not alone. So thank you guys so much. Please comment, let me know what you want to see next. I'll try and post more often. I'm sorry again. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it is, and I'll see you later.